Squat, bench, deadlifts and good form. Hi there. Welcome back to our Fitness Fundamentals series. Today, we're focusing on 3 core exercises: squats, bench presses, and deadlifts. Getting the form right for these exercises is crucial, so let's get started. Squat form. Demonstrating squat form. First up, squats. Start by standing tall with your feet hip-width apart, your toes pointing slightly outwards. Engage your core and keep your chest lifted. Lower your body as if sitting down onto an imaginary chair. Keep your thighs as parallel to the floor as possible, and make sure your knees don't extend past your toes. Now, push up from your heels, and return to standing. That's 1 rep. Remember to keep your core engaged and your back straight throughout the movement. Show common mistakes and corrections, like knees over toes, lack of depth, etc. Knees caving inward. This usually happens when the muscles of the hip, including the glutes, are weak. It can lead to strain and injury to the knee joint. Knees extending over toes. While it's not always harmful, if your knees significantly pass over your toes regularly, it can lead to undue stress on the knee joint. Lifting the heels. Your weight should be evenly distributed across your feet during a squat. If your heels lift, it could indicate tight calf muscles or weak quads and glutes. Not squatting deep enough. A full squat is when your hips go below your knees, also known as breaking parallel. However, the depth can vary based on a person's mobility and strength. Not squatting deep enough, unless it's a purposeful variation like a half or quarter squat, can limit the effectiveness of the exercise. Arching or rounding the back. Your back should maintain its natural curvature during the squat, meaning the chest should be up and the core should be tight. If you're arching your lower back excessively, or if your upper back is rounding, it could lead to back injuries. Not engaging the core. The squat is a full body exercise that requires a strong core. If you're not engaging your core, you may find it difficult to maintain balance and proper form. Dropping too quickly. The downward phase of the squat should be controlled. If you drop too quickly, you might not be using your muscles effectively and it could lead to injury. Improper bar placement. The bar can be placed in one of 2 positions: high on your traps, high bar squat, or lower down on your back, low bar squat. If the bar is too high or too low, it can throw off your balance and put unnecessary strain on your back. Remember, it's always important to warm up properly before performing squats or any other heavy lifting exercise. If you're unsure about your form, consider working with a certified personal trainer to ensure you're performing exercises correctly and safely. Next up, bench press form. Demonstrating bench press form. Moving on to bench presses. Lay flat on your back on the bench, with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Grip the barbell with hands just wider than shoulder width apart. Slowly lower the barbell towards your chest, keeping your elbows at a 90-degree angle. When the barbell nearly touches your chest, push the bar back to the starting position. That's 1 representative. Make sure to control the weight during the entire movement and avoid arching your back. Show common mistakes and corrections, like lifting the feet, over-arching the back, etc. Flaring the elbows. If your elbows are flared out to the sides, it can place excessive stress on your shoulders. Instead, aim to keep your elbows at about a 45-degree angle to your body. Lifting the feet or butt. For a proper bench press, your feet should stay planted on the ground and your butt should stay on the bench. Lifting either can shift the load and increase the risk of injury. Bouncing the bar off the chest. Lowering the bar too quickly and bouncing it off the chest not only reduces the effectiveness of the exercise, since you're not maintaining control, but can also be dangerous. Lower the bar in a controlled manner, lightly touch it to your chest, and then push it back up. Arching the lower back excessively. A slight natural arch in your lower back is fine and helps protect the spine. However, an excessive arch can lead to lower back strain. Engage your core and keep your back as flat against the bench as possible. Incomplete range of motion. Some people don't bring the bar all the way down to their chest or don't fully extend their arms at the top. A full range of motion helps to ensure that you're working the muscles fully. Unbalanced grip or bar path. The bar should be gripped with hands equidistant from the center, and the path of the bar should be straight. An uneven grip or bar path can cause instability and increase the risk of injury. Not using a spotter when lifting heavy, especially when lifting near your max. A spotter can ensure safety in case you're unable to complete a representative. Always remember, proper form is more important than lifting heavy. It's better to lift lighter weights with the correct form than heavy weights with the wrong form. And now for the deadlift form. Demonstrating deadlift form. Lastly, the deadlift. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and the barbell over the middle of your feet. Bend at your hips and knees, and grip the bar with hands shoulder-width apart. Lift the bar by fully extending your hips and knees until you're standing tall. Remember to keep your back straight, chest up, and the bar close to your body. Lower the bar by pushing your hips back and bending your knees, maintaining the straightness in your back. Rounding the back. This is probably the most common mistake and can lead to severe injury. Your back should be straight, not rounded, with your chest up and shoulder blades slightly retracted. Hitching. This is when you rest the bar on your thighs during the lift, typically to regain strength or balance. This technique is against the rules in a powerlifting competition and can increase the risk of injury. Lifting with your back, not your legs. The deadlift is primarily a leg exercise, not a back exercise. If you're doing it right, you should feel it in your hamstrings and glutes more than your back. Make sure you're initiating the lift by pushing through the heels and driving your hips forward. Looking up too high, this is known as craning your neck. Your neck should stay in line with the rest of your spine. Instead of looking up, try looking a few feet in front of you on the ground. Not keeping the bar close to the body, the bar should stay close to your body throughout the lift, ideally brushing against your shins and thighs. If it moves away from your body, it can throw off your balance and put more stress on your lower back. Starting with the bar too far away, the bar should start over the middle of your feet, not your toes. If it's too far away, it can lead to the previous problem of not keeping the bar close to your body. Not fully extending the hips. At the top of the lift, you should stand fully upright with your hips extended, not leaning back. Leaning back can put unnecessary pressure on your spine. Dropping the weight too quickly. While you don't need to lower the weight as slowly as you lifted it, you should still maintain control. Dropping the weight too quickly can lead to injury. As always, it's better to lift lighter weights with correct form than heavy weights with incorrect form. If you're unsure about your form, it's a good idea to work with a certified personal trainer or strength coach. So there you have it, proper form for squats, bench presses, and deadlifts. Remember, quality over quantity. It's always better to perform fewer reps correctly than many with poor form. Please like, share, and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and comment below with any questions or other exercises you'd like to see broken down. Remember, proper form and safety are essential in your fitness journey. Keep working hard, and I'll see you next time. Please hit the subscribe button, and watch our other videos, it would really help us. Thanks for watching.